For almost 70 years, NIBCO, Northern Indiana Brass Company, has been in Nacogdoches, creating an array of heavy-duty valves and other flow-controlled products that keep the company ahead of the flow. With more than 300 employees working in a central Nacogdoches factory, the facility has been an important part of our economy for generations. The first NIBCO foundry opened its doors in Elkhart, Indiana in 1904, founded by Caspar Schweitzer. Its first product was brass coronet keys for the legendary band instrument manufacturer Kahn. Charismatic Ross Martin, fresh from serving as an Army captain, married Schweitzer's daughter Esther, his high school sweetheart, in 1918. He joined his father-in-law on the floor of the foundry, becoming the seventh worker. Ross Martin had seen the world, including a newfangled machine in England, the indoor flush toilet. Martin envisioned thousands of flush toilets being installed in America. NIBCO began manufacturing ball cocks, trip levers, and flush valves. Martin later revolutionized the plumbing industry by popularizing wrought copper fittings. During World War II, the Navy chose NIBCO over its competitors to produce valves and fittings for a high-priority marine construction program. It was time for NIBCO to expand. Martin felt Nacogdoches would be the best place for NIBCO's second facility, supplying the Navy's Port Arthur shipyards. Martin negotiated with community leaders in the city through the Nacogdoches County Chamber of Commerce. The community agreed to provide 5 acres of land, which had been used for a corral for stray farm animals. NIBCO promised $50,000 in annual payroll over the next 5 years. One observer estimates that those 5 acres have produced $250 million in paychecks since 1942. This early economic development investment has obviously paid off many times over for Nacogdoches. The Nacogdoches plant opened in 1942 with 32 employees. Its first manager was young Lee Martin, son of Ross Martin, and a 22-year-old fresh graduate of the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. After the war, the Nacogdoches facility returned to meeting the demand of the residential plumbing market, eventually growing to 220,000 square feet of manufacturing space. By 2009, annual sales of Nacogdoches-made products reached $65 million annually. That represents about 5 million pounds of finished metal products. Recent slowdowns in the housing and commercial building markets have affected demand, but the company continues to innovate and adjust. NIBCO now operates 13 manufacturing plants worldwide with more than 3,000 employees. It has the highest market share of valves and fittings in the United States. NIBCO is legendary in East Texas for the long service of its employees. The Nacogdoches facility boasts 85 employees with more than 25 years of employment. 2 team members have 54 years each. NIBCO is set to invest $2.5 million in equipment upgrades in the Nacogdoches plant. This month, they received regulatory approval to install new core-making equipment. Cores are used in the casting process to reduce metal use and improve manufacturing speed. The new process is a state-of-the-art method known as cold box. They will also make auto pour changes in the foundry. Workflow improvements have been suggested by team members on the floor and have created significant new efficiencies. Nacogdoches NIBCO employees are involved in community organizations such as the United Way, CASA, and more. In 2002, NIBCO owners Rex and Alice Martin, through their foundation, donated $120,000 to the Boys and Girls Club of Deep East Texas to help build a sports facility. The activities at the NIBCO Sports Center of Deep East Texas include gymnastics, cheerleading, and boxing. Because the Boys and Girls Club gives kids a safe after-school environment, this gift is a true legacy. The company's core values, safety, integrity, teamwork, and continuous improvement, are reflected in the loyalty of its team members and the legacy of its commitments to its communities.
Well, the best product that NIBCO makes is that actually we don't make it, it's our people. The best product of NIBCO is the good people that we have here.
That's the same now as it was when Ross Martin first wrote the phrase in the early 20th century. The Nacogdoches County Chamber of Commerce is proud to recognize NIBCO as its Large Business of the Year for 2009.
Please join me in welcoming NIBCO Plant Manager Rudy Smith to accept the award.
I'll have to agree about the lights. On behalf of NIBCO Incorporated, the Martin family, all the great associates that work in our plant, as well as all of those retired associates that set the standard and paved the way for our current success. I want to thank the Chamber for this great honor. The recognition that we're receiving tonight is something that the folks in the team in Nacogdoches, they're going to really appreciate and be something that we can be proud of. We talk about teamwork all the time in business, and we know that it's essential to the success of any business, and especially a large manufacturing company such as ourselves here in Nacogdoches. The teamwork is imperative. And it's one of the things that really has drawn me to the team here in Nacogdoches and makes me really proud to be a part of the team. We talk also about the longevity of our associates. There's many associates that have worked at NIBCO. The only job they ever had was at NIBCO. We've had many associates that have attended SFA, worked their way through school, went on to greater and greener pastures. We've had others that thought there were greater and greener pastures and realized that they can have a successful and rewarding career at NIBCO in Nacogdoches, and they've retired with great success. This evening, I'd like to recognize one of those individuals, and Mr. Webster was on the video here, but Harry Webster, would you please stand up, sir? Harry recently retired, and he's a testament to the legacy of NIBCO. After 53 years of great service, he's getting to enjoy his retirement, and we appreciate everything he ever did for the company, and I just want to recognize you, Harry. In closing, I'd like to thank you again for this great honor, the recognition by the Chamber and by the community. Thank you very much.